My first video of 2017 was me rubbing hot sauce on a knife and beating the fuck out of a gummy worm. But it has been 2 months since Infinite Warfare launched, and how is it doing post-launch? Well, let's first talk about developer support. I think developer support has been great. Updates come out regularly. Things get fixed pretty fast. For instance, on Xbox One, there was a lot of frame rate issues, and those all got fixed within the first 2-3 weeks after launch. There has been tons of optimizations and patches, and even though I don't agree with all the balancing choices, it's still good to see that we have an active developer team, or development team. But at the same time, it's the first 2 months. What really matters when it comes to developer support is how long they maintain that sort of enthusiasm when it comes to making sure their game is top-notch. Post-launch content is so far really good. I have no problems with the post-launch content in Infinite Warfare. Between the free Christmas map and all of the variants and character gear, it's been great. The thing is you can actually craft the new weapon variants in Infinite Warfare. They recently came out with a really cool R3K that shoots a lot faster. It's basically a faster burst rifle. It came out and I just bought it with 500 salvage, easy. Being able to grind for things is something I will always enjoy in first-person shooters. So the fact that they add new weapons and then they go, well, okay, look, you can buy them this way, that's great. That's awesome. I'm really glad they did that. So far, I would say post-launch content is great for Infinite Warfare, and I hope it keeps up that way. I hope the DLCs are good, and I hope they don't go full RNG with it or get too weird with it. I hope they keep it on a certain level of normality, you know? Let's talk about connections. Now, this is the most subjective thing. I don't know. I can't talk about connections on online games. People say that Battlefield 1 runs perfectly no matter what. People say Infinite Warfare is plagued by lag. I personally think, well, no, I don't actually think. My experience is that the connection is really good in Infinite Warfare. It's solid. It's much better than Black Ops 3's in my personal experience. Whether or not you've had the same luck, I don't know, but I'm going to try to keep this part as short as possible because it's so subjective. I have good connections in Infinite Warfare, and after I've recently done some more optimizations on my router, loosening the loads a little bit, making sure the router doesn't have to do too much processing, and shrinking down my MTU size, and look that up if you want to, basically making my packets smaller and everything. Hit detection and connections have been great in any online shooter I've been playing recently. You might have a different experience, and you probably will, because internet's different almost every place you go. Gameplay, I guess, I don't really know how to judge gameplay. I guess if we're not talking about like a technical aspect or a connection aspect, I'd say it's fine. I'd say weapons aren't totally unbalanced. I feel like the NV4 still needs to be tweaked a little bit. I feel like it needs to have a fire rate reduction. I feel like it needs to have a range reduction or maybe even a recoil increase. And even though the NV4 is amazing, I don't feel like it's the only thing I die by. I don't feel like it's so blatantly overpowered that I have to use it. It is the easiest weapon to use, and there's definitely almost what I would say a meta around it, but it's not a huge deal. It's not game breaking. So overall, that's the good things about Infinite Warfare pretty much. Everything's pretty good. I like the 12 Days of Christmas thing they did. I like the Christmas map. I like all the salvage and all of the keys and supply drops and free weapons I got. But it hasn't been all fun and games. There are a couple issues I need to touch on. The matchmaking sucks. People complained about this in Black Ops 3, and people complained about this in Advanced Warfare. I think I said complained. Anyway, people were complaining about it. I always get matched up with shitty teammates. I get put in the middle of matches, and sometimes, occasionally, I get put in a match that's clearly not in my region. I lag everywhere. I one bar, and the connection feels bad, or I just get into a server where everything feels okay, but I don't know, maybe it's a host connection or something, and I just go, fuck that, and I hop out, hop back into it, and it's fine. So matchmaking has been my biggest issue with Infinite Warfare, but I don't know, it's not game breaking, but it is my biggest frustration. I don't know what kind of match I'm going to get into. Part of that is due to what I believe is an increase in rage quitting. I just always get it put into the end of a losing match where my team is failing miserably, or I have like 4 teammates or something because everybody else just left. But then also the biggest problem with Infinite Warfare right now is definitely the lack of leaderboards, the lack of combat record. What the fuck, Infinity Ward? Okay, I know you can run into a bug. I mean, that's why Battlefield 1 did not have rent a server, it did not have hardcore mode. Okay, sometimes games launch without features, but it has been 2 months and I can't check my fucking kill-death ratio. This needs to be addressed. There needs to be a public thing. Just, if there's a bug, if there's a serious issue going on where you can't add it for whatever technical reason, then just say so. But when Call of Duty has been out for 2 months, and we have no combat record, no leaderboards, and no emblem creator. I mean, it's there, but it's unusable. It reminds me of when, in, what was it, Black Ops 3, they said that you could be able to actually take the, like, other players' paint jobs and emblems and download them for yourself. It's been well over 14 months, and that never happened. But this is a little bit more serious. This is the combat record, the leaderboards, and people are saying, well, oh, they're just trying to hide their low player base. I don't think so. I don't know about PlayStation. I mean, it's one of the best-selling games on PlayStation, and it's one of the most played games on Xbox. It's in the top 10 of most played games on Xbox Live right now. I don't feel like they're trying to hide their player base. I feel like it's such a basic element to Call of Duty that if it's not there, I'm sure there's a technical reason that it's not there. They don't want to do anything else to piss people off or upset people. So if it's not there, it's not there. Infinity Ward made a good point. I know a lot of you probably want to bring up the fact they added guns and microtransactions before leaderboards. Infinity Ward made a good point. They actually said content like that is planned months in advance, where they can't plan for bugs. They can't anticipate when a bug is going to happen and how long it's going to take to fix that bug. But content is scheduled to go out months ahead of time. So that's it for 2 months after launch. I think Infinite Warfare is doing well. I'll keep you guys updated if that changes. There's not really any big issues or problems. I can have fun playing it. It doesn't have glaring technical issues or problems. Maybe it does for you. Let me know down in the comment section below. Share your issues, share your praises, share your hate. I don't care. Let me know down in the comment section below. And I'll see you when I see you guys. Goodbye!